Formalism in literary criticism. This is all about form over content. Let's talk about this in a bit. Hi dear learners, I'm Brunette from Teaching Learning English. If you want to improve your English, then this channel is for you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you'll be notified of my new uploads. Literary criticism is one of the most challenging topics to talk about as this demands a lot of reflective thinking. How about you? But if you are fond of reading, it's quite easy for you to analyze the technical devices of every literature. There are 7 types of literary criticism, but in this video, we will only focus on formalism. What is formalism? This approach regards literature as a unique form of human knowledge that needs to be examined on its own terms. All the elements necessary for understanding the work are contained within the work itself. Of particular interest to the formalist critic are the elements of form, includes style, structure, tone, imagery, and among others that are found within the text. Our primary goal for formalist critics is to determine how such elements work together with the text's content to shape its effect upon readers. In other words, the form of a work of literature is inherently part of its content. So, the basic things to look into are the elements of the story such as the characters, setting, tone, point of view, diction, and all other elements of the text. In formalism, form is the key, not the content, as it does not consider other things such as the purpose of the analysis, content, or even cultural notions. The formalist movement began in England with the publication of I.A. Richard's Practical Criticism in 1929. American critics adopted formalism. Every literary approach has its own pros and cons. What are the advantages of formalism? It gives a better understanding of the writer's techniques in writing, such as literary devices, figures of speech, and others. It works best when applied to poetry and short story fiction. It emphasizes the value of the text instead of its context. And it can be done without much research as structure is only the focus. It is a well-known approach. Analyzing the elements of a poem or story is the basic thing to do. When we were in elementary, we started analyzing short stories and poems. It develops close reading skills because you need to look into the literary devices. But what are the disadvantages? It can be time-consuming based on the text size and writing style of author. And the context is ignored and text is analyzed in a very technical way because it is more of structure. It is not compatible with all types of text. And it ignores other aspects such as historical, psychological, and gender aspects. And there is a similarity of conclusions because it is only after of the form, alright? Let's have an example. One of my favorite poems entitled The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Do you like this poem? What are some literary devices in the poem? The use of figures of speech like metaphor, the words road, fork in the road. So the road in the poem is the metaphor, even the word yellow woods. We also have simile in the second stanza. It's as just as fair. The assonance somewhere ages and ages. Personification in the third line of the stanza because it was grassy and unwanted where. Wanted where the road is human here. Okay? Analyzing the structure in terms of stanza, it has a fixed number of lines. Each stanza has 5 verses or lines. It allows the rhyme pattern, A, B, A, A, B. We usually identify rhyme patterns in sonnets. Most old poems follow rhyme scheme, unlike the contemporary poems where most of them are in free verse style. The tone or the feeling of the author is something reflective and pensive as he has choices in life. It is quite a serious tone. I guess. The theme is about choices in life, that we need to have good decisions because our choices are products of our success. Do you agree? Well, we can still cite other elements of the poem, but I'm just sharing to you some of the major literary device about this poem. How's your poem analysis so far? What is your favorite poem? If you have some questions, feel free to comment below. Happy learning! See you!